don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you!
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at the Mech Fans, is this the Mech Fans Toys? Thunderbolt. This is Thunderbolt by whatever company makes this, whatever they're going by today. Yeah, you know what, it doesn't say on the directions. Normally, as you all know, I like to show my figures in the packaging, and I like for you all to see me actually remove the packaging, remove the figure from the packaging. But at this time, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you right here what arrived at my door. So the first thing I did was pull it out of the packaging to check to make sure that it was appropriate. So here is old Thunderbolt, who we know is a G1 Blitzwing. He has a gun. He has a very nicely painted sword here. The sword is measuring in at approximately just shy of 3 inches. Let's call it 2 3/4. The gun is measuring in at 1 3/4, and it's just a standard gun. It's got no paint on it, but it does have some nice molding. And the figure is himself, let's see, to the top of the head we're looking at about 4 3/4. To the top of the gun barrel we're looking at about 5 1/2. Alright, so in a prompt and efficient manner, let's go over the figure. So here is old Thunderbolt, and as you can see, he has some really nice painted details on this face right here. Now he does come with an alternate face, and that would be this one. Well, it would be if I could get it to stand up here. This is his alternate face, and it's kind of one of those crazy pumpkin faces, and I get why they included it, but it's really just not for me. There's not necessarily anything wrong with it. It's just not for me. That's not Blitzwing in my mind. It's nice that they included it, but it's not for me. And you change it just by taking out the screw. He's got a screw in the back of his head just like this one. So, looking at the head, we have some beautiful paint on it. This is paint, and the visor looks like metal paint. This is not paint. The head is just plastic. We could get a little bit of paint here. Red, white, red. Since I've already had him out, I went ahead and put the Decepticon symbol on him. We get a little bit of gunmetal here. All this is plastic. Coming down the figure, this is plastic. This is silver. We'll get to these here in just a little bit. We do get some breakup with the color, but it's mostly all just plastics where we get the breakup. We do get some gunmetal down here. So, articulation, the head is on a ball peg. So you get a little waggle all the way around. He can look down about that far. You can't really look up that much, but you can kind of cheat it. This head is on a flap. So I mean, if you were really looking to do something, I mean, you could. The arms, they're on a ball peg. Everything here should be ball pegs. And they plug in here, so you can get a little bit of a reverse butterfly. This piece right here is on a ball peg, so you get a little bit of movement with it. Bicep rotation, elbows were extremely tight when I first used them, 90 degrees. And if I didn't show, his arm runs into the backpack, and that's about what you get unless you bring it out, and even then you don't get really anything different. The wrists, I think the wrists are static. Yeah, they don't rotate. They will go in and out because of transformation, so you could do like that if you wanted to, and they'll go up and down once they're that way, but that's what you get. No what we would consider abdominal crunch. The legs do go all the way down though, so that's fine. He has a hip skirt, single. Chinese splits, no problem. Is he going to be able to do the American splits? Not completely, and that's because it butts up to the back here. He could if that wasn't there. Thigh swivel is built around a mushroom peg that you all can see right here. So he has a thigh swivel, and then this as well swivels on a mushroom peg, so you could really get some articulation out of that. Knee bend 90 degrees, and the feet are just the breakup of the thruster. They'll go all the way up if you need them to, all the way down. Rocker goes all the way. So no problem with articulation here with him, other than his arms aren't as articulated as I would prefer. And here's what he looks like in the back. So let's do scale comparison real quick, and then we will jump into transformation. We'll go from robot to tank, and then tank to airplane, because that's the way the directions want you to do it. And actually it works fairly well to do it that way. So hold on. So transforming old Thunderbolt here really isn't all that difficult, but I have to say I am glad I did it a couple of times before trying to do it on camera. So the first thing we're going to do, and it doesn't exactly follow the directions, but that's okay. We're going to open this up, rotate the hand around, and tuck it back in on both sides. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to get that out of the way so we don't have to fight with it here later. Now, the legs can be a little bit tricky. What you want is this knee joint right here. It needs to be, let's see if I can remember how to do this properly. This needs to come so that it comes like this. All this is going to open up. This rotates so that this joint right here can go into the leg. This will open up, this will collapse down, and it'll come in just like this. You might have to lift this up a little bit just for the clearance. Is that right? I don't think that's right. It's not. It has to come around so that it faces like this. This will come up and over, and we'll mess with the rest of this here in a minute. Just make sure that's in. Collapse your foot together. So, open this up like this. We want the cut part here to come around, and this will collapse in like this. Bring this back down and down, and peg your pieces together at this time. Lift up so that it looks like this. Excuse me. This is going to come unpegged on both sides. This part right here needs to rotate. So you've got to get it basically all the way around. So that it sits flush here. Open all this up. Well, the arm has to go in first. You kind of have to have the arm in there to make it work right. Alright. This will come down like that. The arm needs to be secure in here. This bit is going to plug into your arm here. It will, if it's done right. So I've done this several times and never had this much trouble with it. I wonder, I guess I'm just not holding my jaw right or something, as my dad used to say. There we go. Okay. This will come in. Pull this out. Flip this flap. Bring this round. Bring this down. This collapses into it here, just like that. Raise this up right here, bring this down, give it a little squeeze. Excuse me. There we go. You know you got it. You know you're golden when it snaps in place the way it's supposed to. Alright, and I don't think, I still don't think I've got that in there right. Don't. Why is it not lining up properly? Because the camera's on, Tom. There you go. Alright. Pull this back up. Put that in place. This will connect through here. Bring that down. Bring this in. And there we go. Why is that not? There we go. Okay. Man, I don't normally have this much trouble with this thing. Normally being the 3 times I've transformed it so far. Go ahead and get that down there. Raise this part up. Bring your arm down, around. It will plug in right here. And pull this out. There. Pull this in, pull that down, pull this in, and it will snap into place just like that. Take your head, push it in right there, undo this, bring this down. Why are you not going in? You're really starting to aggravate me. There we go. Pull out the turret. Not quite that far. Oh, what a review. Oh dear. That's going to require a dollop of glue. I'll do that a little bit later. But here is the tank all transformed up. Now, in this mode, it measures in at about 5 inches by about 1.25 inches high. So, and the width of it is about 2.5 inches. It has wheels. It sort of rolls. The tank turret locks into this pin right here. So it will rotate around, but you got to kind of lift it up. And the turret goes up and down at least a little bit. I thought it did more, but it really doesn't. It's just that little bit right there. Let's do scale comparison, and then we'll go into airplane mode. transforming old Blitzwing here into airplane mode is really not all that difficult. First thing I would recommend is pushing in the barrel here, rotating it around, and pushing it all the way down. Next we need to get the wings out. So we need to open these up right here and basically pull them apart from the connection here and bring them around and down, and they will tab in to place on the bottom. Now these bits here, don't disconnect them like I just did, although if you do it's not that big of a deal. Pull this around, pull that down, bring this down, pull this out, lock that in place, pull this down. Now I'm not entirely sure if we're supposed to do it like this, but personally I think it looks better with it covered like that. I could be completely wrong, I fully grant that, but that seems to be the way that I like it best, so that's probably how I'm going to display mine. This is supposed to connect. Man, that's really starting to piss me off. Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's bring it around like that. Man, that's really starting to piss me off. It's not good for your health to do that. The directions weren't all that helpful when it came to trying to figure this out. There we go. Okay. So I seem to have had good luck with it looking like this, with the pin pointing in. Let's see how it is here on this side. Pin pointing in. Yep, that one went in. Okay. Now, we come up here, pull down. That needs to go under. God bless America. There we go. Okay. Tab it together. Open up the chest. The nose cone is sitting right here. You need to rotate it around so that it will come into place the way that it should. Now, this comes around, bring him in and down like this. This will then tab together, and here is Blitzwing, or Thunderbolt, whatever his name is, in airplane mode. Wingspan here is approximately 5 inches, length is approximately 5 inches, height is approximately 1.25 inches. Yeah, let's do scale comparison and then hop into final thoughts. So real quick before final thoughts, you just have to raise up the fins here just to make it work. Final thoughts wise, let's go down the list real quick. The playability of this figure is pretty good. I do not like... I had some trouble with the transformation, but I consider that my error, not, you know, the figures. The materials feel pretty good. I would like the shoulders here to snap in a little bit better. The cost of the figure, I think I paid $30 for this. I got it from TF Direct, but you saw the condition of the packaging. Now that seems to be something that is reoccurring for me from this company. I will say, I understand that there are shipping problems coming from another country where they put it on a boat and, you know, they play soccer with it, or they, you know, hold up a piano with it or something, I understand that. But I also understand that the packages that I get from TF or Show Z are packaged slightly differently, and they don't seem to have these problems that TF Direct is currently having. That's sad, because I've been a TF Direct guy for years. If this was my first Transformer, would I buy another one? Yes. This is a really good G1 representation of Blitzwing, and I really like that, and I think we need to see more of that instead of some of this other stuff that we're getting. Nemesis, what are you doing?
I just thought I'd pop in. I just had the little cameo. I didn't much care for that.
You had a cameo in this one?
Yep. You don't even pay attention to your own videos, do you? Ah!
Anyway, folks, this is Tom. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next review.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Look, Cosmos, I only get one chance to be a director. I don't want to be an actor all my life. That Tom, he's a wonderful person, but I don't want to be an actor all my life. So you gotta get this right. If you don't get this right this time, I'm going to shoot you. Do you understand? Okay. Damn it. We here at Vitamin John want you to know we are a family company. We hold your safety and, line. Damn it. We know you have a choice in where you get your supplements, so we want you to know we have contact-free deliver cut. In these trying times, Vitamin John Corp will donate 5% of each sale. Wait, that can't be right. That can't be right. We donate 3%. No, that's not right. 3%. 2%. We give you 2% off on every. What do people do here? Cut. But I just want them to give me money. Damn it. So try Vitamin John today. Operators are standing by. Go now!